Are you tired of manually having to type a task every single time you're ready to do something new within Notion? This is a video for you because I'm going to show you how you can go from this manually typing every single task every time you have to add something new to this where you have tasks that can reoccur on a daily, weekly, even monthly basis.
There's no stopping me now. I know my shot sit down. Money's all over me. I'm called to be rich and be free.
All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another segment of Ebony Explains. Today, I am giving you a little Notion productivity hack to create repeat tasks, reoccurring tasks within Notion. So this has been a question that my clients have asked me over and over again. So I'm like, why not just create a tutorial and show people 3 different ways that I am able to do this? So right now we are on my marketing calendar or my marketing hub. What I have set up right now is I have templates on my master content tracker that basically any piece of content that reoccurs on a weekly basis, then it automatically creates a new template every time that task is to occur. So for example, I have my Monday educational post that occurs every single Monday. So you can see this little arrow here, continuous arrow, and that is because this task repeats on a weekly basis and it repeats every single Monday. So I'm going to show you how you can set this up from scratch. And then I'm also going to show you 2 additional ways to create tasks using buttons. One button if you're creating something inside of a database, and another button if you are creating something outside of a database. So in order to do this, I'm actually going to hop over to my daily planner. Okay, so now that we're on my daily planner, I'm going to show you how I actually can recreate those reoccurring tasks within a database using templates. So as you can see here, this is my daily to-do list. This is everything I'm supposed to get done today. Kudos to me because we're actually recording this video right here, right? So shout out to getting stuff done today. And then also this is like what is done on a daily basis. And then this is linked to the same database where it just has a weekly view. So things to get done this week. But anyways, I'm going to show you how you can set up reoccurring tasks using the template method. And then after this, I'm going to show you how you can set up reoccurring tasks using the button method, and then also if you want to do it outside of a database. So for example, this first method is if you have a database like this and you want to have reoccurring tasks that show up within your database using the templates. All you have to do is go over to the big blue button over here that says new and hit this drop down menu, and you can see I don't have any templates in here at all, so we are going to create one. So as of right now, you see there's a task on here that says 𝗩𝗜𝗗𝗦 community post. And basically, this is just a task for me to create the community post for the upcoming week. So instead of me having to manually add a task every single week, I'm going to go ahead and set up a repeat template that will automatically add this task every single Friday. So I'm just going to give the template a name, and I'm going to call it YouTube community post. And then I like to add template at the end so that I know it's a template and that it is blank. I haven't added any content. It's just a shell. And that's just like a workflow thing for me. I like to include template either at the beginning or the end, so I do know that it is just a template. Once content has been added, then we always remove template so we know there's some type of content in there. It's not just a shell or a template. Something has been added. So for me, I'm just going to add this YT community post template. I'm going to add the zone. It's going to be business. I don't want it to be checked. I'm going to leave the due date open. The priority is going to be medium. The status not started. And basically, I'm just going through and selecting all the stuff that I want to be pre-populated so that I don't even have to worry about inputting this stuff once it actually gets added to the count, gets added as a task, right? So if I just created a template and I didn't pre-select any of this, I would have to manually add it every single time. But because I'm actually editing this within the template, then it's going to pre-populate everything that I pre-select in here so that I don't have to worry about doing it. So I'm going to add what it is. It's for YouTube. I think that's everything that I want to pre-populate. Who it's assigned to, the status, priority, and a zone. Yes, so that's all I want to do. Maybe we can add a little icon, like a little video. Or I don't want a video. Let's do a notepad, a YouTube community post. So we'll add a little laptop icon there. Okay, so now that I have the template set up how I want it to pre-populate, I'm just going to hit back, and then we're going to go back up to our template. So I'm going to go back to the blue button where it says new, hit the drop down, and as you can see now, I do have the template that shows up that says YouTube community post template. So in order to set this up as a reoccurring task, all I have to do is hit the little ellipsis here that says edit this template. And then now you can see there is the repeat icon, and then you see off, and then a little drop down arrow right next to off. So I'm going to hit that drop down next to off, and I'm going to set this to reoccur weekly. I want this to repeat every 1 week. And then I want this to repeat on Fridays. I'm a little behind schedule, but normally I create my YouTube posts for the next week. I have them done by that Friday. For everything's going to post the next Monday through Friday. And then next Friday we do it again, right? So I'm going to set what day I want this task to repeat. And then you can also set the start time if you wanted to start on a specific day as well as a specific time. You can add that as well. And then just hit save. And then I can back out of. So now you can see when I hover over template for the community post, it has the little repeat sign there. So I know that this is set to repeat weekly. So this is the first way that you can actually set up reoccurring tasks within a database using the template method. Now I want to show you how you can do this with the button method. So with the button method, I'm going to show you how you can do this if you want to add tasks within a database. So a database similar to this one for like your daily tasks. But then I will also show you how you can create a button in case you want something that's not necessarily within a database and you just want a checklist of some sort that you want to check off daily or track habits, but it's not necessarily a task. Okay, so let's go to a method 1, and I'm going to just click here and I'm going to add a button. So this is going to be the first method to add a button for adding tasks. Actually, I'm going to need more space, so I'm going to add this down to the bottom. And then I'll move it up there when I get done. All right, so I'm going to just go down here. I'm going to use the shortcut to add a button. You just do / and then start typing button, and it will automatically pop up. Click on that. And so for this button, I'm going to add tasks within this database up here. And the name of this database is my master task list. You will need to know the name of the database that you want to add the task to. That is very important. So if you're like me and you have a gazillion databases and you want to make sure that you name them so you can easily link them and find them when you need them. All right. So I'm going to call this recurring YouTube. Actually, I'm going to call this recurring daily routine. And then basically what I want to do now is just add all the tasks that I want to be added to my task list on a daily basis that are a part of my daily routine. Oh, I didn't mean to hit done, y'all. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to set the behaviors for what I want to happen when I actually click on this button. So when this button is clicked, I want to add an action, and I'm going to say add pages to, and then I'm going to select the database. The name of my database is master task list. And then I have a gazillion of these as well for like different templates and stuff. So I'm going to go to the one that has my name. And so this is my personal task list within my vision, my Ebony CEO dashboard hub. So I have my page added, and I want to add this as an empty template, and I'm going to name my task. Let's see, this is going to be for my daily routine. So I'm going to name the task like morning meditation, right? Misspelled meditation. Come on. Morning meditation. And then if you want to pre-populate any of the properties, then you want to make sure that you go through and add each property one by one. So for example, I'm going to add a task named morning meditation. And when I add this, I want the zone to be, well, this isn't technically business, but I'm going to add it as business so that it shows up on this database. And then I'm going to make sure that I have the status as not started. Let me see, is there anything else? Yeah, assigned to, of course, it's me that's doing the meditation. I think that's all that I want to have pre-populated. But essentially, using this button method, basically you have to set the actions that you want to happen. So when this button is clicked, I want to add a page to my master task list database. It's going to be empty. I don't want it to be added from like the template that's created, since it's just a task. And then basically the name of the task is going to be morning meditation. It's going to go in my business zone. Technically, I will put this in personal. And then I want the default status to be not started. And then since I'm the one doing the meditation, of course, it's going to be assigned to me. And so also, if you want to have multiple tasks that are added at the same time, then you could just hit add another step, and then you'll just go through the same process. This could go on forever and ever, right? You can add an infinite number of different tasks that you want to be added whenever you click this button. But essentially, now what I have is 2 tasks that are going to be done whenever I use this button. So all I have to do once I have the task that I want to be added to the database is hit done. Once I hit done, you can see it automatically just saves our button. So I'm going to move the button up here now so you can see it. Now you see why I went to the bottom, right? Because when you're adding all of your properties, it can take up a lot of space. But now that the button is done, it's a lot easier. So I'm going to move that right there. And then, so once I hit the reoccurring daily routine button, then you can see that it automatically added those 2 tasks to my to-do list for this week, and it says spend 20 minutes outdoors, and then it also says morning meditation. So that is how you can add repeat tasks to a database using the button method. Now, if you were like, but Ebony, what if I want to have reoccurring tasks in like a checklist or a bullet list or a toggle and it's not linked to a database? So here's the second button method that you can use if you want to add a repeat or reoccurring list or bullets outside of a database. So we're going to just create a call out, and you don't have to put this in a call out. I just find that it's easier to use if you put it in a block where it's kind of outlined and you can see everything, right? So for example, we're going to call this daily routine again, and I'm just going to make that bold. Let's do like a leaf or something. Yeah, I like that. All right, so now that I have my daily routine, and let's say that I have a checklist of things that I want to do. So in order to do a checklist, the shortcut is just the bracket. So you do open bracket, close bracket, and then when you hit space, it will automatically add your check mark for a to-do list. And so again, I'm just going to add the same daily routine, spend 20 minutes outdoors, and then I want to meditate for 30 minutes, and take a 15-minute, you can never type when you're trying to record something, minute break. And then also I like to make sure that I exercise for at least 45 minutes, right? So this is what I like to do every single day. So what I want to do in order to make this reoccurring, I'm going to drag these up in here. Number one, we'll start there. All right, and then I'm going to just hit a drop down. I'm going to get rid of that, and then I'm going to hit my slash, add my button, and then this time when I add this to the button, I'm going to say when button is clicked, then I want it to insert blocks. And then in order to add these blocks, I'm just going to drag them up here. How about that? How about that? All right, so I want all of these to be added. And so what I'm going to do is just, let me name this daily routine 2, so I know that it's different from the last one. And then I'm just going to hit done. So basically using this method, every single time I hit the daily routine 2 button, it's going to add this as a checklist inside of this call out. So I'm going to hit done, and then all I will have to do is hit daily routine, and then it's going to add all the things that are in that checklist so that I can check them off one by one. So obviously, if you just wanted to create one daily routine checklist, you could just uncheck these every single day, but that can seem kind of tedious. So if you don't want to have to uncheck them every day, you can literally just hit the button and then re-add it. So that is how you can actually set up repeat tasks. I showed you 3 different methods, how you can set this up using the template method within a database, how you can set it up with a button to add repeat tasks to your database, and how you can use the button method without having a database linked to the repeat tasks or list checklist that you have. So there you have it, guys. That is a tutorial that I have for you today. If you are loving this template, then make sure you check out the description and check out some of the Notion templates that I have. This particular daily planner, mine is a little bit different, but this is inside of my Plan Correct Notion dashboard template. And then I also have templates for like email planners, social media, and just like optimizing your business, a client portal. So check out those templates. Other than that, I just want to say thanks so much for stopping by my internet home. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on those notifications so anytime I upload another Notion tutorial just like this, you are the first one to get notified. Okay, bye y'all.